Okay, children. So, we'll move to the next session of the chapter. Through Zoom class, we had discussed certain things. So, now we should discuss about something else. Okay. Yes, we'll move to the next part of our chapter. One went in, not as into most shops, but gracefully as one enters a church, and sitting on a single wooden chair, waited. A guttural sound, and the tip tap of his slippers beating the narrow wooden stairs, and he would stand before one without coat, a little bent in leather apron, with sleeves turned back, blinking as if awakened from some dream of boots. So, all this we discussed in our Zoom session. And I would say, how do you do, Mr. Gessler? Could you make me a pair of Russian leather boots? Without a word, he would leave me retiring, whence he came on into the other portion of the shop, and I would continue to rest in the wooden chair, inhaling the incense of his trade. Soon he would come back, holding in his hand a piece of gold brown leather. With eyes fixed on it, he would remark, "What a beautiful piece!" When I too had admired it, he would speak again, "When do you want them?" And I would answer, "Oh, as soon as you conveniently can." And he would say, "Tomorrow fortnight?" Or if he were his elder brother, I will ask my brother. So here see, you can see fortnight. We pronounce it as fortnight. But here Mr. Gessler is pronouncing it in a German slang. That is why it is like tomorrow fortnight. And I will ask my brother. Instead of brother, it is brother. Then I would murmur, "Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Gessler." "Good morning," he would reply, still looking at the leather in his hand. And as I moved to the door, I would hear the tip tap of his slippers going up the stairs to his dream of boots. I cannot forget that day on which I had occasion to ask him, "Mr. Gessler, that last pair of boots creaked, you know." He looked at me for a time without replying, as if expecting me to withdraw or qualify the statement. Then he said, "It shouldn't have creaked." "It did, I'm afraid." "You got them wet before they found themselves." So see the pronunciation where you have to add those th pronunciations. Mr. Gessler is using D pronunciations. That is, you got them wet before they found themselves. That is, you got them wet before they found themselves. "I don't think so." At that, he lowered his eyes, as if hunting for memory of those boots, and I felt sorry I had mentioned this grave thing. "Send them back." So instead of sent them back, he is using Z. Send them back. He said, I will look at them. Some boots. So, instead of some, it is some. Instead of boots, it's boots. He continued slowly. Are back from birth. If I can do nothing with them, I take them off your bill. So he is telling, just bring it back. If I can't do anything with that, I'll give you back your money. Once only, I went absent-mindedly into her shop in a pair of boots bought in an emergency at some large firm. He took my order without showing me any leather, and I could feel his eyes penetrating the inferior covering of my foot. At last he said, those are not my boots. So what is he saying? Those are not my boots. Means these are not my boots. I did not make them. The tone was not one of anger, nor of sorrow, not even of contempt. But there was in it something quiet that froze the blood. He put his hand down and pressed a finger on the place where the left boot was not quite comfortable. So, now for the first time, the narrator is telling, I had to give back the boots because it was not perfect. And when Mr. Gessler heard about it, he was quite shocked. And then he asked me to bring them to check. So, first time without mind, with much sadness, I took it back to Mr. Gessler. He looked at it and he told, if I can't do anything with this, I'll give your money back. But unfortunately, Mr. Gessler told that it is not his piece of work. And it was not said out of anger, but it was powerful to froze the blood. Okay, so now read till this. Today, mark all the difficult words, find its meaning and write into your notebook. Okay. Plus, I have given you some work through Zoom session, that is to write the summary about Oh Captain, My Captain, written by Walt Whitman about Abraham Lincoln. Okay? It's necessary that you should know all these important literature works. And then write a summary about the speech We Can, Yes We Can by Barack Obama. Okay? This work has to be completed by Saturday. Is that clear to you? Okay. So have a good day. Thank you.